The following program deals with a controversial subject. The theories expressed are not the only possible interpretation.
The viewer is invited to make a judgment based on all available information.
Oh man, I I felt like I've been like retired from podcasting or something like that, and then w- like I just took a yeah, just been busy with the band and all that stuff and work. So, but I guess I didn't know that like when you take off that much time, you're considered retired from doing YouTube. But I'm learning from Sticky Goose that that you say you quit and then you come back a week later, like.
All I know is, okay, I was so disappointed. I was in Dallas for the last 2 weeks, and I'm so disappointed. I thought it was supposed to be warm in Texas. It was freaking freezing.
Oh, it was warm until you brought the cold, like, with you. It followed you here.
Man, it went down to like 12 degrees, and the wind chill was like 0. And I'm like, I could have stayed at home for this. I did not need to come down here for this.
Which is funny because last week it was like, I think at the low was like 65 and it got into the 80s. But I mean, that's Texas for you. Like, we have our quote unquote winter, then we have our fake spring, then it goes back to winter, then we have another fake spring, and then rain, and then it'll go back to hot.
Man. Yeah. So mad.
Who Brian's Comic Garage, who is muted? Okay.
You're muted? Again?
I don't know what it is, man. OBS doesn't change my mic whenever I change over to different. I have scene collections set up for each show. So, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. So
are you still muted?
No, I should be good now.
All right.
So, but yeah, good shit. Now hopefully I'll be able to fix that at some point. You know what I mean? So.
Oh, dang, look at that. Igor saying you're God.
I'm God. Why is that?
Yeah.
Wow.
He says you God.
So yeah.
Right? Not worthy. We're not worthy.
So yeah. Band stuff, Yee. How's that been going?
Oh, it's been going good. It's really exciting. We're getting tracks ready for a new album, for a full-length album. So that's really exciting. We have a bunch of shows booked. Like we're playing tomorrow night, so I probably won't be able to join the what is it, Modern Comic Mayhem. So but we are headlining the show tomorrow, which is kind of exciting.
Nice.
And we have it set up so like there's 2 other bands playing, and then we're splitting the money equally between all 3 bands, which is kind of nice. To see that there's money generating into the band, so this doesn't come out of pocket to pay for everything.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah,
That's
but
nice.
we have a bunch of shows booked, so I mean, I know it's mainly in the Houston area, but I think we're playing in Corpus again coming up, so I'm really excited about that.
Nice.
Congrats.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Do I have
living your dream? I love it.
I mean, comics and band and and video games all the time. Like I don't know how much better my life can get. So and then I have the dog. So we're playing out in Stafford, Ryan.
There we go. There we go.
I like
So-
Funhouse's question. Do you have groupies?
Do I have groupies? Maybe.
Uh-oh, man. What is that like?
It's, I don't know, living life like a rock star. You can basically just say anything and then like people just flock to you no matter what. It's kind of weird. It's kind of funny too. Like I keep myself entertained from that. Yeah. But I also don't want herpes.
Try and find the line of as far as you can go.
Yeah, without getting herpes, you know, that kind of situation.
I want to give a big shout out to all the members and subscribers to the channel. Thank you guys so much. You guys are amazing. That is what how you guys can support this channel is very easy. It's free. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. If you're not already subscribed, and you know, if you like the show, let us know. If you're able to support with membership or super chats, that always helps too. And we appreciate all you guys. Real big shout out, real quick, to Nick, who just subscribed. Thank you, Nick. Appreciate that subscription, my friend. And I think we need to get into the first.
Hey, did you notice something? Did you notice something on my wall?
I did not.
I got it. I changed out a book. One came off and one came on.
Can we talk about it?
No, I now got my Twilight Children Darwin Cook up.
Oh, nice.
It took a place. It took a spot.
Oh, the ghost.
Until
Darwin
I didn't
Cook
honestly
ghost.
until DeVoe told me, I had no idea it was that rare, that it was limited to 200.
Can you show everybody? Is it easy to take off the wall and put back on?
Oh yeah.
So for people that don't know, shout out to Funhouse. Much love, brother. $1.99 super chat. Look at this, you guys.
Yeah, look at that.
Wow.
Yeah, he said it was numbered at or limited to 200.
Wow.
Crazy. And is this the first one that's on the census? Is that right?
Yeah. There's 192, I think.
Oh, okay. But you're the one of 198 right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's
awesome.
crazy, man.
You
You
said,
put that thing
he
on
said it
eBay for
hasn't
like
sold.
10 grand.
It's only sold once in raw in the last 6 years.
You
Was
gotta
it
put
your buy? No, I'm just joking.
No, I got that. I took my little one to Cincinnati Comic-Con or something like that, like a few months ago, and we just happened to take an afternoon and went down there. She was happy because they had like one of the vendors had like free video games, so she was like playing like Ms. Pac-Man or something like that, and I was right next to her, and I got that for like $5.
Oh wow,
Wow, dude.
nice.
Unreal. That's the way it works. That's why we love hunting comics, right?
They're like, you're that guy from that Hot 10 show. Here you go.
Well, speaking of that, let's get into the show.
I think
Here we
I
go.
actually spit some water out on that one.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's get into the Whoa Book of the Week. Starting off, the Whoa Book of the Week. Where is the Whoa Book of the Week? Why isn't it popping on? Let me figure that out. Hold on here.
Oh, let me answer this question real quick too. I do not wear a codpiece on stage, but the new vocalist in our band, he wears chainmail and a ski mask. Does that count?
You should get that Lobo codpiece.
There's a Lobo codpiece.
Yeah, from that issue, Lobo #1, with the embossed cover. You remember seeing that from the 90s?
Kind of. Okay, so it's an issue #1 Lobo comic.
Yeah, I think it's got like a skull and stuff on it.
Yeah. All right, here we go. The Whoa Book of the Week, a new book that just came out, Epitaphs from the Abyss, #8. This Lee Bermejo cover is amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Man, I saw this and I was like, when it first hit it, I saw it, I was like, what's going on? And then I saw, oh my gosh, He's got a snake tattoo, and the snake is alive and went through his face and his eye. This is like really a crazy cover.
Yeah.
This is pretty sick.
Yeah.
But is it the tattoo comes alive and then pops out of your eye? Is that what's happening here? Because
what it looks like.
Yeah, the tattoo's still there too.
Right, but it's got like it's got like bite marks, where the snake is on a tattoo.
Yep.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yep.
Or is this a situation of a dog eat dog world, but it's a dog or snake eat snake world or something?
All I know is this is definitely making me never want to get a tattoo.
The way it's coming out of his eye is just grotesque, dude.
Yeah, it is brutal.
Wow.
So you wouldn't have a tattoo of a snake coming out of your eye? Is what you're saying?
I'm gonna go with no.
I thought about getting tattooed recently. You know, I mean, if I was in LA, I'd definitely be one of the 10 people to sign up to get one of those tattoos.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. So for those of you guys that don't know what we're talking about, shout out to Bad Idea, who comes up with some really bad ideas for promotions, and that's the whole gimmick. Their bad idea promotion this week is, if you go to the Comics Pro party that they're having, when is it? Saturday?
It's
tomorrow.
Yeah, I think it's
tomorrow
Saturday.
Night.
Yeah,
it's tomorrow night. If you go to the Bad Idea party tomorrow night and you get a tattoo, a Bad Idea tattoo there, is it a Bad Idea tattoo?
Yeah, or I think it's a Planet Terror, or not Planet Terror.
Death, Planet Death. If you get a Planet Death tattoo, which
with their artists, it's they have an in-house tattoo artist. So at this event, you sign up, get a tattoo, you get a 1 out of 10 Bill
Sienkiewicz
variant cover or something like that.
Yep.
So a limited to 10 book. I mean, honestly, like, I don't know how much you have to pay for the tattoo, or if it's just like a promo thing where you get it for free. I mean, but honestly, like, if you're already tattooed up enough, like, what's adding one more tattoo?
I think it's hilarious. I think it's a great thing, and I think
honestly,
did they pick the tattoo, or is it just a Bad Idea?
No, it's like one of their comics. The
Bad Idea insists people get tattoos to claim Bill Sienkiewicz comics. So it says here, this Saturday, the 26th of February, the party brings Comics Pro to an end. Bad Idea has transformed Los Angeles comic shop revenge of the theme of their new comic Planet Death, with drinks, food, and DJ and pinball, and a party-exclusive comic already announced. And now the world's first tattoo comic book, Habitat Tattoo Edition, only available at the Planet Death party. Look at that. So you get that if you go. Habitat Tattoo Edition is the super limited book first look at the upcoming horror series from Joshua Dysart, David Lapham, and Bill Sienkiewicz. The cover recreates human skin and is intended for artists to draw on top of it as a sketch cover. And there should be plenty of such artists at the party. Anyone who wants to attend is advised to RSVP. Catch up with all our Comics Bro breaking news. So, I mean, that is so cool, man. What a great idea. Here's the interiors. So you'll get a sketch on
you're
that
supposed
cover.
to get sketches on the book to make it look like it's a tattoo.
So Bill Sienkiewicz, is Bill Sienkiewicz going to be there? Is he going to be sketching? That's the question. That is so cool. So the story is the store is called Revenge of. It's on 3420 Eagle Rock Boulevard in LA. And yeah, that's awesome. Look at that.
Hold it. So that skin cover, that's the one of 10 that has nothing on it.
And you're gonna get a sketch from Bill Sienkiewicz on top of it.
Is it going to be of the tattoo that or like, is he going to draw it and then they're going to take the drawing
I have
and
no
that's your
idea.
tattoo?
I have no idea. Let's take a
Nah,
look.
I don't think so because then it's a Planet Death tattoo and that's a different book that they're promoting. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of what Bad Idea does, right? They have one thing and then it's getting ready for the next thing that's down the line.
So shout out to our boy Dinesh who dropped this. That looks good. I like how it says bad on the bottom. But it doesn't say, does he say anything in here about it? No.
That didn't really look like Dinesh.
Let's see here. Let me go here.
Yeah, because I saw the email about it like earlier today. I think it's
shout out to Painey. What's up? He says, "What's up, Hot 10 crew?" It's one of our UK brothers. The $1.99 or £1.99 super chat.
Man, it's early over there. It's like what, like 5 o'clock in the morning over there?
Well, we're gonna have to find out more information about this. So we'll have to make some calls tomorrow and see if we can find out more about it. Because I think it's a hilarious idea, and yeah, it seems like that's their shtick, right? All the promotions that they do are like tongue in cheek, bad ideas. Like, are you going to stand around a con all for an hour with a sign that says "bad idea"? No, that's a bad idea. You should probably be walking around the con, or are you gonna like? It's just, I don't know. I love it. I know a lot of people get a lot of shit for it and whatnot. So, shout out to Mrs. Horcock Express with the $4.99 super sticker. Appreciate you. Much love. It's awesome.
All right, it says exclusive Planet Death flash tattoo design immortalized on your skin with permanent ink. So it's a live tattoo artist that's doing this.
Crazy.
Yeah. And the ultra limited, starring the work of visionary comic book legend Bill Sienkiewicz, exclusive only to the first 10 attendings brave enough to go home with some fresh ink.
That's nuts, man.
I mean, I guess if I had if I had a sleeve or something like that and I had a spot for them to put it.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, you could, even if it was terrible, nobody would even see it. Me, on the other hand,
if you don't have any tattoos and you decided like, hey, this is going to be my first tattoo, you're kind of dumb. If you're already full sleeved, like, yeah. Or if you already have a handful of tattoos already and you're just adding more, like, I don't see why that's a big deal.
Real Fake Comics says, what if it's a tramp stamp that says "bad idea"? That would be epic. They should make a comic about that person if somebody gets that. Especially if it's a dude.
Hilarious.
If it's a dude, it's even better.
Tramp stamp on the backside that says "bad idea," and on the front side it says "good idea."
Oh my god.
That's awesome.
All right, let's get into the blow book of the week.
Oh, that blows. That blows.
Mr. Bigfoot from Herbie Comics. Oh boy.
I own this. No, I don't.
Okay, this just came out like just a few months ago. Like it looks like it's from something from the 80s, but it is not. It is like 4 months old.
Oh, I figured it was the 80s underground comic that was put out by Bigfoot Publishing or something like that. But
yeah,
I'm less interested now.
That's a rough one.
I'm gonna be honest. I have a lot less respect for Bigfoot now that he ended up with that. I'm pretty sure Mr. Bigfoot could have found somebody better.
The nose looked like a dick and balls.
It's it's rough. I mean, really, really rough. Just think if that's the bad idea tattoo.
I mean, but I've seen the art from Planet Death, so that's why I was like, kind of like, that can't be that.
Yeah, the art from Planet Death is godlike, man. It is.
Yeah,
amazing.
So I mean, adding that as a tattoo, honestly, probably it's not going to look very bad.
Yeah.
Why is she holding 4 fingers up?
To show you that it's not AI.
why, but the Mr. Bigfoot kind of looks like Zach Galifianakis for some reason.
Yes, it does. Holy cow. Totally, dude. Totally. Look at that. It looks like Zach Galifianakis.
Oh, I know it says this is the first issue. Was it also the last issue?
That's funny.
Woo.
All right.
Yeah, so we were I was gonna use Igor had submitted a book for some kind of pickle book or something, but this one I had found before I saw the pickle book. But yeah, if you want to go check out, I think it's called Mr. Pickle or something like that.
Mr. Pickle.
If you want
Let
to
me
check
look
that
this
out.
up. Mr. Pickle.
And that one, I don't know if it's good or bad. It might be good. It's one of those that you don't really actually know if it's good or bad. I think it's what it's called, Mr. Pickle. No, Magic Pickle. My bad. Magic Pickle. I was way off. I don't really know what Magic Pickle's doing.
That's funny.
I don't even understand what's going on, but
yeah. There you go. Magic Pickle. Well, that is woe/blow for this week. So let's move on to Buy the Dip. Ooh! Okay, now you guys can hear us. All right, let's get into Buy the Dip. Starting off with a really interesting one this week. We've been talking, I've been seeing a lot of the Turtles books selling for super cheap as of late. I mean, really, really cheap as of late. And now you have the fourth print showing up for super cheap as well.
Yeah, it's kind of shocking to see these. I don't want to say, I guess, waves of turtles, right? Like 1 minute it's like starting to spike up, and then all of a sudden it's like crashing, like just because I guess of no news or whatever. I mean, I guess IDW stuff could be playing into that, but who knows? So we recently saw a sale of this fourth print in a CGC 9.8, which was the second sale of the year for only $346. The first sale of the year was $475. Last year, this had an all-time high of $900, and the low was $461. So you can already see like kind of like where the trend is going. And then this had an all-time high, record high sale of $1,700, but that was also in 2021. So I mean, you could still put an asterisk next to that. But I mean, like, this book doesn't show up that much to market. Like, you probably see 2 to 3 sales a year, if that. But I mean, just like on rarity, right? And just seeing the trend.
How far after the first print did this come out? Like how
what's the date?
Yeah, when did this actually get published?
Let me see if I can find the eBay listing on this again. Number 1, fourth print, CGC. I'm sure there's one on sale somewhere, right? Or I'm sure I could find the sale again because it was within the last 90 days. Sold. And recently highest. Oh crap!
August of '85 is when the original came out.
I think.
84.
Yeah, 84.
So then this came out in August of '85.
Okay.
Yeah.
So not that far out, but I mean, you're also remembering that like with the fourth print, it's back to comic book size instead of being that odd shape.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they did that for the second print, wasn't it? Or no, not or after the for the
The
fourth.
third
Oh
print.
yeah, for this
Third print. The
third print was still
comic book size.
was still magazine. Wasn't the third print still magazine size?
No, the second print was. I think the third print was comic book sized.
Oh, was it?
Pretty sure.
But yeah.
Yeah.
That seems like a price that's pretty good to buy. What's the lowest, like in the last 10 years? What's the low on this? I'm just curious.
I bet you it's pretty close to it. I wouldn't be surprised.
Let me double check GPA real quick. But yeah, I mean, for turtle collectors, like I think this is a good time for y'all to buy. I mean, you even see books trending down, like such as like Last Ronin and stuff like that. You know, we haven't heard much about like where it is for the video game stuff. So not that run. Issue 1. I hate how they organize this page. Third
What's
print.
that? GPA.
Yeah, GPA.
You still
Okay,
have to
fourth
pay for it?
print. The all-time low was $50, but that was back in 2007. So like 2013 was floating around 295. 14 was 125. So we're looking back at what was the sell? This was 346. The last time you could have gotten that was back in 2019, around there.
So basically, it's low. Yeah, so it's been 6 years since it's been this low.
Yeah, like 2019, 2020, somewhere in there is when you could.
It's crazy.
Yeah, depending on when you picked it up, because like all-time high in 2020 was 563.
Wow. Interesting.
It's for sale on MCS.
Cool.
There you go.
Cool.
All right. Moving on. Next, we have Strange Academy #1 on Buy the Dip.
Yeah, so CGC 98s. I mean, I guess like if you're always listening to rumors and all that stuff, you know, whether it's true or not, like we always find out, you know, something gets canceled or whatever. Like supposedly the rumor was that this was getting ready to be a TV show, and then recently it's been rumored again that it's canceled now. That's not, or it's on hold. So someone sold an auction. Someone sold a 9.8 this week on auction, and it ended at $113 for a CGC 9.8.
Wow.
Yeah. 2025 high has been $180. The low is now 113, which ties like with another sale as well. 2024, this high was 201. 2024, the low was 47. So I mean, you know, you could probably
47.
Yeah, 47. I mean, it showed up on GPA, so I'm assuming the sale actually went through somewhat, right? Doesn't that usually does that?
I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't know if it actually ever shipped. But
yeah, I mean, payment went through. How about that? We'll say.
How about this one? I saw a 9.8 Signature Series Jim Lee Batman 608 sell for $118.
First print, second print,
first print.
Wow.
Yep.
So does anyone want to guess what the all-time high was for this book in a 9.8? 525.
Wow.
In 2022.
It's a great book, I think. I think it's still got great characters. It's gonna be a series no matter what. It's too rich and too easy as a win for them to sell to movie studios or TV studios. And the new Doom series is gonna help. I hope it helps this team because they're introducing a bunch of new characters in Doom Academy. And to be honest, it's the only tie-in that, in my opinion, so far is worth reading for the whole Doom under one Doom thing. Doom under all or above all, whatever. So
I mean, it's kind of. I think this is like one of those series that's like kind of set up perfectly to like pass the torch from like Doctor Strange to this, in some capacity, right?
Yeah.
I mean, because they're gonna lack in the magic elements of Marvel eventually, right? With like, how much do you think they were really gonna do with Scarlet Witch? You know, they're done with Agatha now at this point. I mean, we're probably not gonna see much more of Loki doing anything. So, you know, they're not just gonna get rid of that fantasy part of Marvel completely. So it's got to transfer to someone.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So, seeing something on the future with these guys. I love the Doyle character too. It's a great character. So, all right, 133 watching right now. Only 33 likes, you guys. 100 of you are watching and haven't hit that like button. It's very easy. Hit that like button. It really helps out, especially early on in the live broadcast, and we'd really appreciate it. Let's get into the Almost 10. What is... Geez, can't even get the Almost 10 intro to work tonight. Like, whatever it is, it's OBS telling us it's not the night. All right, there we go. Starting off with DC Universe Legacies, issue number 4, the beautiful Joe Kubert 1 in 25. Nice little is this Sergeant Rock? Is that who that is? I'm guessing.
Yeah, and what is it? Issue
Is
like
Sergeant
number
Rock DC or Sergeant Rock? Yes, Sergeant Rock.
Is it
DC,
issue
right?
like number 7 that everybody always went for? That was like, is that what the one it was?
Yeah,
7.
the Dark Side cover. Was it a Dark Side cover?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. That if I remember right. I'll be honest. I feel like I've passed this book up before, which, you know, is not surprising. But yeah, CGC 98 sold 300 for this week, which is really high. So I guess I need to
Backtrack.
I guess I need to backtrack and figure out where I left it. Somebody else will hit it before me, but yeah, 300.
What? But when you ran into it, did you know it was a Joe Kubert 1 in 25?
I think I was only strictly looking for I think I looked for the number 7 because I think that's the only one that was. All the rest of them I didn't think were worth anything, so I just kind of zoomed past the rest of them, and 7 wasn't there, so I just moved on.
Are some of these books like this like trending because of Creature Commandos, that animated series?
Maybe.
I mean, it's like, from what I've seen of that series, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad. Here's what I'll say. I was going through books the other day to get ready for a sale, and I found a really cool Amazing Spider-Man variant, 1 in 25, and it was Joe Kubert and Andy Kubert together. It was a lizard cover. And there's a couple of covers where the Kuberts work on the same cover. So those are always cool to search out. But any Kubert cover, Joe Kubert cover, especially like these, you know, later variants and early, you know, mid 2000s, 2010 it is, are cool pickups to me, you know. So
Yeah,
$300.
definitely.
Wow. All right. Moving on to Problem Sleuth Volume 5, the Sepulchritude. And this is going to sound crazy, but I think I have one of these, dude.
No
Nice.
way.
I swear to you, I think I have one of these.
And
They're like a thick, square-bound book.
Uh-huh.
And I think
now,
I have one.
there are multiple printings. So the one that sold was a first printing.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really know. I mean, that was really good pronunciation of that word. I don't really know what that word is not in my vocabulary, so I don't even know if that's a real word, to be honest. I have no idea.
It looks like some type of warrior angel detective guy. Yeah.
Is this from that like Cyanide and whatever series, that or the webtoon series thing where it's like those stick figures that like talk shit to each other or in the like do like
Oh, I
some
know what you're
sort
talking. I know what you're talking
yeah,
about.
yeah.
I don't
It's
know.
like
Maybe.
Cyanide and I don't remember the other name because it kind of has that style of art for the character, right?
I don't really know. All I know is it sold for $1,000.
Crazy.
So
I hope I have one of these.
Yeah,
I
you need to
hope
go.
I
You
have
need
one
you
of
need to
these.
go look and find it and see if you have it and if it's a first print.
I feel like I feel like I have one of these, and I don't know. I think I got it in like in a
Oh, there we go. Chat news. Cyanide and happiness.
in a like a sale where you go and it's just like a bunch of books in a box and you bid on the boxes, you know?
Really? I was
Yeah.
like, where would you have ever picked this
Like
up?
an estate sale type thing. So I don't know where it is. I'm gonna have to find it. Would have no idea where.
If he finds it, he's gonna give it away on next week's show
for $1,000.
As long as we get $1,000 in super chats, you know.
if I find this book, it's going straight on eBay. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to. If there's anybody in the chat that knows why this is such a big deal, you know, the artist, the creators, Andrew Hussey. So, yeah, very interesting. So, $1,000. We'll see. Moving on. Gravity Falls Shorts, a Cinestory comic. This is a Disney property that I've never heard of. Gravity Falls. You guys ever heard of Gravity Falls on Disney? Yeah, is it a big story?
Yeah. Yeah,
It's a cartoon on TV.
Okay.
It's hilarious. Like I'm surprised you haven't watched it, to be completely honest.
I haven't had TV in 10, 12 years, 15 years. So like
what would you say
I have no idea any shows that are on.
Well, this is probably target audience for like maybe 13, 14. Is that probably?
Yeah, I would say probably like middle school. Like that would make sense. And then like but then it's kind of crazy too because it goes into a bunch of occult stuff like Illuminati's like a character. And I think there's like some weird ties to like Rick and Morty, like because of the portal stuff. Yeah.
Was there?
I mean,
somebody's saying that there was a controversy over this cartoon. What was the controversy? Shout out to Jeffrey Drake. Anybody know? I'd love to know what the controversy is. Zabbit says, yeah, it's fairly popular. It's like a doorway to Twin Peaks for younger people. Oh wow.
It's
an odd cartoon for sure.
It's from 2012.
Yeah, so people in their 30s right now, it was their childhood show growing up.
Oh wow. That's cool. But the comic came out in 2017.
Well, this one did. So this one's the shorts.
Oh.
So this is, and I don't know if there's a regular grab. There might be this one was only a 4-issue, this shorts. And I'll be honest, if I ever would have saw, I mean, Joe Books did several of these Disney books a while back. The print run must just be minuscule because, I mean, this sold for $90. It's there's no variant. It's just this book. It's a number 3. I mean, it's not any big deal, but $90 for this. And from what I could tell, the other shorts books from this series were all selling really well too. So if you happen to see any of these Gravity Falls shorts books sitting in a back issue bin, you should buy them all.
Why do I feel like you would see this like at like a Dollar Tree or something like that?
Yeah.
Like the symbol in that corner of the book on the top left, like aren't those like in those like weird like comic packs that you could pick up like at dollar store or you know, it's
that's the Joe Books. That's the Joe Books symbol. That's their emblem.
Okay. Are they the ones that do that packaging, or you know, were they reprint?
No, Disney outsourced them they did Frozen. I think they did. What else did they do? Maybe
the fish one. The what's the fish one?
Oh,
Nemo.
Finding Nemo or whatever.
okay.
Yeah,
They
they
do
did.
that?
They did a few of them. I didn't know they did a Gravity Falls.
Yeah, this is interesting. Another comic to be on the lookout for. It could make you some money. So it's nice to. That's why people love the Almost 10. So, all right, moving on. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Ghostbusters Volume 2, issue number 4, the Ben Bishop 1 in 10 variant, which is great.
It is a good cover, right?
Yeah. Really good.
I mean, that's a really good cover. Yeah, I mean, it's just a 1 in 10. CGC 98 sold for $130.
Wow.
I'm still glad I didn't go down to Cherry Blossom. Collecting pack.
Yeah, there's a lot of books that you'd be buying.
Yeah, it must be like turtle season or something like that, because like, you know, I've been playing Black Ops 6. They just entered into 2.5 in their season, right, for the gaming. All you can purchase all 4 turtles as characters that you can play as.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's expensive to buy all 4 at once, but you know, you could obviously buy your favorite one and then, you know, have a whole squad of people running around as turtles.
Excellent. All right, moving on. Death, the Time of Your Life, the promotional preview advanced copy, which is a very rare book we've talked about many times, in the world of the Flipperverse, and a really great cover, really good cover. I just love the way Death is. She's just a cool character. It instantly takes me back to my high school years, reading all these Sandman books and Death, Time of Your Life, and all this stuff. But this one's really tough to find, and a beat up copy, it sounds like, went for a lot of money.
Yeah, it was listed as VG. I didn't really look at like that was what he had in the listing. I didn't really look at it to see if that was even accurate. But that's what he had in the listing. Sold for $200 raw, in VG condition.
Wow.
It is a really good. I don't know about you, but her face here has. I know it's 97, so it's well after, but her face has like Phoebe Cates vibes.
I love the checkerboard pattern too on it.
Oh, do you know what it looks like? It looks like those like punk magazines from back in the day. Like,
that's exactly what it looks like.
Like the Slash ones and stuff like that. Yeah, that's why I thought of when I saw this. And then, and the way you said the title, like Death, the Time of Your Life.
Yeah.
That's what I thought of when the way you were saying it.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
Sorry.
awesome. But $200 for a VG copy. Be on the lookout for this one. Good luck.
I need to find that one.
This seems like a blue-green book that he has like 5 copies of, like stashed away, because I know he, this is like one of his favorite series and stuff like that.
Moving on.
This is the boring book of the list.
It Girl and the Atomics, issue number 2, a Darwin Cook variant. Another rare Darwin Cook variant that I would definitely pick up if I saw this in a back issue bin.
Yeah, this one has a really cool. It's got a cool look to it, right?
Yeah, it's just.
Was she in a cartoon?
It Girl, I feel like it. I feel like they might have done something with her. Madman
Like,
universe, right? Yeah, Mike
like,
Allred. Yep. and the
Okay.
Atomics. I feel like it.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen her in something. I don't remember what. Like she's like a spin-off character of I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy or coming from a different universe or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yes, this one sold for 110. So that's a lot. And that was at an auction. So
Wow.
I mean, right now it feels like if you run an auction, you're gonna take less. It feels like. But
Yeah.
Worked out for this guy on this sale.
Yeah. Big time. Big time. So cool book. All right. And not finally. Is this the last book? I think we might have one more book after this. I can't remember.
We got 4.
We have 4 more after this. All right. So all right.
Brian's sleepy.
Yeah. This book has an A cover by Ryan Sook that is fantastic. And I think we talked about it on Wednesday, not last Wednesday, but the Wednesday before. And I had no idea that DC had put out a Friday the 13th. Well, it's under Wildstorm, but I had no idea that Wildstorm had put out a Friday the 13th series. It's by Jimmy Palmiotti, Justin Gray, and the regular cover is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. When you first see it, you're going to think it's an Adam Hughes cover, but it's Ryan Sook. This cover is just as good, like creepy as hell. Tim Bradstreet, holy cow.
Yeah, I thought it was a photo cover.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask since it's not a photo variant.
What's really bad is I had this book and I think Paul has it now. I think he said his friend is a big Friday the 13th fan, and I think he got this off of me.
See, if Paul didn't buy it off of you, I figured Dina would have bought it for his wife.
Right.
Yeah.
Look at the covers for all of these. I mean, look how good these are. That's the Ryan Sook one.
Oh, that does look like Hughes.
Right?
The girl on the knife definitely looks like Hughes.
All these covers are good. Look at this one right here. This one. This one's awesome. All these covers are good. If you guys come across this series, there's only one variant, it looks like, for issue number 1. And then the rest are all just A covers, but that cover's amazing. All these are really good. Man.
And you're far enough from Halloween to pick up Halloween books now.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Freaking cool. Except for this one sold for like $130, $135. So not really that cheap, I don't think.
Just don't go to Camp Crystal Lake looking for these books because you might not come back.
150, 130 raw, not too bad, not too shabby. Moving on. Oh man, this one blew me away, Stein. Marvel Apes issue number 4, the Art Adams variant that is very rare, and it sold for a ton of money.
Yeah, $300 raw for a freaking Apes book. Like, I was shocked by this. Is this a 1 in 25 or does it even say?
It doesn't say. It just says Art Adams variant. That's all it says. So it might be a 1 in 10.
Yes. Yeah. So if any retailers know because I mean, this was from 17 years ago. Okay. So I think that this may be, do you think that may be because of the swastika on it?
I was just, yes. Like, whether you like the swastika or hate the swastika, I think both people are bidding on this book, right?
It doesn't look like an Art Adams book, that's for sure. It's not, immediately. I can't immediately tell it's Art Adams.
Polycharge book.
Yeah.
Well, it's because I got 8. I mean, they're all apes, so you can't really see the big doe-eyed females with the small chin.
Yeah.
With the big boobs.
Yeah.
Right. Because like, let's be honest, even Art Adams like Godzilla books Godzilla has boobs, right?
That's true.
Brian's just like, nope, I'm not commenting on this.
So, are you saying Godzilla is a furry book? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, no judgment, but like,
But
That's funny.
I mean, 300 for this?
It's crazy.
I'm saying if it went on, if it was on the auction, I feel like, you know, you have both sides bidding this up, right? People that collect swastika stuff, and then people that want the anti-swastika message, right? That it's on fire. So
What does that say? But I can't see. I'm looking at it on my phone. What does that say right below the swastika?
Something Europa. Foxorus Europa.
something in
for
Latin.
something, yeah.
Does that mean something?
I don't know, but you know, back during like World War I and World War II, the propaganda posters that they used to put out where they would have the Huns, they would literally make the Huns look like apes in the propaganda posters. They would have the apes wearing the World War I German, helmets. So it's kind of weird to see, it flipped. But I know the Marvel
The chat's
apes
saying
thing
it
is
says
a big
Fortress.
thing.
Fortress Europa.
Fortress Europa. Okay, there you go. Man.
Oh. And then Cosmic One is saying that this is a 1 in 20.
Okay, there we go.
That is German for Fortress Europe.
There we go.
Wow, what a translation.
Yeah. Thank you, Righteous Flipper.
That is German for it's a lot of money. Go buy it and sell it and flip it. Flippitus apitus. All right, moving on. This one is crazy. Something is Killing the Children, issue number 0, the Cena Grace Staff Holiday Giveaway Edition, which is pretty rare. Shout out! It's nice to see Cena Grace getting some books on the Hot 10 list. Cena Grace is a great dude. Met him a long time ago when he was working on. I think he did some Walking Dead stuff. Just a really, really cool cat, and I haven't heard his name since he had a book that he was doing not too long ago. I'm spacing on what it was, but I haven't heard from him in a while, and it's nice to see. Here he is back on the almost 10 list with a rare Something is Killed in the Children book.
How many staff work at Boom?
Supposedly, the rumor is that there are 150 copies. I'm already on a hunt for one. So
are you?
Yeah.
Did you already know about this book?
No.
Oh, you're just now on a hunt for it.
Yeah, like when I saw the sale for it, I was like, kind of like, oh crap, like even rarer book than like, probably the ALA, like anything else I have in this. So I was like, kind of like, it's like, damn it, I want this because like if people are willing to sell it, this is probably the time because it's way past the holidays. Like, I mean, I would assume that probably like 70% of people that work for Boom probably don't collect comics.
Yeah.
Would you work for a comic book company that doesn't collect comics? That seems
I would
weird,
work for
right?
a comic book company if they paid me.
Yeah, I mean, like if like whatever your job, what you trained for, like, I mean, I would assume the warehouse manager doesn't care about,
hey,
what.
you know what? You're living the dream of the podcast. You're living the dream of a rock band. You might as well just quit your job, and just go work for a comic book company as well, and just live that dream too. And we'll all live through you. How about that?
Okay. So yeah. So if you're a publisher hiring, look me up on LinkedIn.
His name is YeeZee Yee.
Yeah, or you can hit me up on Instagram. So
well, this one sold for a lot of money. $950 raw. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Something's Killing Children fans. Or as Mel V would say, something is killing the kids.
Yeah.
So,
it's killing my bank account.
Yeah. That is the almost 10 tonight.
No, you did you not get the last one?
Did I not get the last one? Hold on. Let me see here. What's the last one? I think that might be it. Yeah, that's all I got was the last one.
It is Injustice versus Masters of the Universe #6.
Okay, hold on here. Let me grab that.
Stein, I feel like you didn't hit send on a message to us.
Did I not hit send?
Injustice.
I only wanted to mention this one because I feel like everybody could probably go find this one. This is one of those that I just feel like people maybe just don't.
Number 6,
So
you
it's-
said?
#6.
Ooh.
I feel like I've passed this up in the back issue.
Yeah, so this is not that old. It is the last issue. But it sold for basically like $30. So I think there's a good chance that you may be able to find this in the back issue bins.
Just lower print run on it, probably.
I would assume so, and I think I was trying to do some research on it, and I think there may be some kind of first appearance in this, but I don't really know. I don't know the characters, and I know the Injustice stuff is, kind of
like Elseworld.
it's kind of alternate universe type stuff, so you don't really know exactly what you're getting there, but.
Or if you're really deep into the series or you're big into the video games, you're probably the only people that know what's going on.
Probably.
Yeah.
Our sister Kylo says Queen Marvel. Well, that seems weird because it's a DC book. That was dumb. Shouldn't it be Queen DC? Queen Detective? Why would you put Marvel? That's stupid.
It's pronounced Marvel.
Marvel. Yeah, so again, if you can get it for $3, I mean, that just seems like a no-brainer, but
amen.
What do I feel like you can find these in those DC Walmart packs that no one buys anyways?
Yeah.
Do they still have those?
I don't know. I haven't seen them.
Yeah, I mean, I run into the Marvel ones every so often too.
Yeah,
like back in the day, they were pretty good because sometimes you could get like a 1 in 100 variant or something in there. Well, yeah, and then I like the last probably 3 or 4, it was just garbage in there, and I'm like, I'm never buying anyone again.
This was my favorite one to find.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, where it has the Gleason webhead second print like on the front. It's a 7-pack. But I'm not going to open it. I'm going to keep it sealed because I thought it was just like, I was like, how often do you see it?
Just open it.
Just open it. But this is probably the best book that's in there.
Well, yeah, you don't know that, but even if it is, I mean, so the pack, you think the pack is worth more?
Just completely sealed like this versus like opening it? I mean, how much is this book even going for nowadays? Is it even a $10 book? I don't think it is. I feel like you could buy these cheap, right?
Yeah.
I mean, because they were all in these Walmart packs, the ones that didn't sell.
Well, I mean, there's probably an Amazing Spider-Man 667
in a Walmart pack somewhere.
Yeah, probably right there. It's in the back of that, and you're like, nope, I want to look at this. I want to look at this
Gleason cover.
This Gleason cover.
Yeah.
What about it's kind of like that guy that held on to those Michael Jordan packs and didn't open them for 15 years, and then he's like, screw it, I'm gonna open one of these, and he pulled the Jordan rookie out of it. Did you guys see that?
Oh, where it's those cello packs where it's a mixture of cards from like what? It's
86 to 80 to 1990. All clear. Okay. Yeah. And he pulled the Jordan rookie out, and it looks clean as hell.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah.
I always love seeing the comments in that like it's like the guy didn't open it on camera. He obviously planted a Jordan. And it's like, okay, if you're a huge card collector and you just have a raw Jordan sitting around like that to like make content out of it, like I feel like you don't have your priorities straight to like. I mean, it'd be comical to see like someone be like, oh, and pull out a PSA graded Jordan rookie or whatever.
I mean that is a possibility, though.
Of
I mean,
course.
some of these people. I mean, we don't even know if he could have if he had one, he could have easily got a reprint. We wouldn't have even known that it was a reprint.
Yeah.
True.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I mean, the point being that it is possible to pull the Jordan rookie out of those packs.
155 watching right now. Only 49 likes, you guys. Hit that like button. Help us out. Let's move on to the list. Starting off with our Golden Age honorable mention this week, Popular Detective number 13 from 1935. Is this a pulp, right? Pulp?
It is a pulp. There were several. So Heritage had an interest. I will say it's an interesting pulp sale. There were a lot of pinup covers on the pulp. Did you see some of those covers?
I did. Yeah.
Some of them were crazy.
Right, I mean, look at this. Let me show some of the guys, some of the people.
But this one was like, that one's insane. Like,
On,
what is that?
let me pull this off here. Hold on. Let me go stop. All right. Look at this. Yeah. Awesome. Just space pinup stuff from Planet Stories.
Oh, nice. But 7,200 for this, the decapitation.
7,200 for this.
Oh, yeah.
Now some of these other ones, I mean, they went for some big, like tens of thousands. It's so hard to figure out which of these pulps are
moneymakers.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking for the crazy covers, but they all feel like they're crazy covers, right? I mean, just most of them are insane.
Yeah.
I mean, I bought my first pulp and was really excited about that.
Did you?
Yeah. Have you not seen it?
No, I haven't seen it.
I have it right here. So, the Devil's Flowers.
Oh, look, it's got your little flowers on it.
Yeah. So, but I thought it was funny because, I don't know if you know this or not, but cannabis is called flowers now. And then, the old phrase back in the day, the devil's lettuce. So I was like, the devil's flowers. And they knew about that in 1927.
Have you read it?
I did peek through the inside of it just to see what's on the inside. So,
and the pages didn't fall apart?
So luckily it didn't.
When Yee showed me that, I was like, I swear I have that one. And I couldn't find it. And then I see Carter on his Hot Book Alert show another Argosy issue. And I'm like, I think I have that one too. So which one did I have? I had the one that Carter had.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So that one's really cool with he's holding the gun.
Hell Island.
Yeah, the Hell Island one. Yep. I got it for $10.
Yeah. I found mine on eBay, and the guy had it at a certain price, and then I sent a joke offer of like $66.60 just to see if he would catch it, because it's it's dealing with the devil. And then he accepted the offer, so I was like, sweet.
Wow.
It's a bookstore that's in the I should have sent you the address, because it's right outside of Dallas. Like, right north of Dallas, like, but not as far as Plano.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know what area of Dallas you were in, but
we were staying in Arlington. We were actually the AT&T Stadium was right outside of our. I mean, I could have probably taken a 5-minute walk and been right there in the stadium, but we did drive. We drove up and got. We got some Hutchins barbecue and stuff like that. So we did go a little bit north once or twice.
Dang, I should have told you about it, because it's they sell weird. It's an antique bookstore, and they have like a bunch of pulps. They have a bunch of stuff listed on their eBay.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right, next, a killer Bill Sienkiewicz cover. I remember when this came out. Fantastic Four issue number 10 from 2019, the 1 in 25 Sienkiewicz Herbie variant. So cool.
How do I don't remember this.
Oh, you
I
don't
don't
remember
maybe
this? We talked
I don't
about this
remember
big
this.
time on Flipside back in the day.
Did we?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Huh.
Was this that run where Art Germ had those popular covers?
I can't remember. Not sure.
Where each of the the 4 members is like issue 1 or something like that.
Oh, I remember that where he did each one, right?
Yeah. Like, because I'm thinking it's probably around the same time period, but I don't know for sure.
It might be.
Hmm.
I don't know. Yeah, so this one had several sales within the last week or so for about 40.
But the eye is different on this.
The eye is different.
I'm just fucking around compared to the compared to the preview.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just look at this and I think of I feel like it's from Short Circuit.
No disassemble.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. See, I was thinking, like, this could have been a special for like Reading Rainbow.
All right. Moving on to number 10 this week. Daredevil Unleash Hell. Number 2, the Red Band, Declan Shalvey, 1 in 25. And man, Muse stuff is going crazy right now. I mean, people are really searching out this character with the new TV show coming out and him being such a big deal in it. And they have the female Muse character now. So those first appearance of Muse are still selling very, very well.
When does that come out, the show?
A couple months? Let me take a look.
2025. TBD.
Is it really TBD?
I don't know. I'm just fucking around.
It wouldn't surprise me anymore.
I mean, even if they told you the date today, would you really believe it?
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
March.
I mean,
March 4th.
Oh, so like,
oh yeah. I do remember that now. That the day before my birthday.
Oh, so literally like a week and a half.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, this character is. If you have any of the Muse books you've been waiting to sell, put those suckers on eBay right now. They're selling. They're still selling for a pretty nice little number 11 and 14. Right, the first cover appearance also.
Yeah, I still like the 11 cover. They're both great covers, but I like 11 better. It's such a striking image.
Yeah,
on that cover.
So I have a question about this. So do you think it's best to sell right now before anyone has seen any episodes of the show, or do you think like selling it by that first episode?
What in the past? What has it always been? 90% of the time, what has been the answer to that?
Before this show.
Yes, yeah.
Like
Yeah,
as soon as that
because-
preview.
Yeah.
Well, and because Marvel just screws everything up, and they'll probably kill him off in episode 1.
Shows up for 5 minutes, dies next.
Yeah, and then dies.
Next minute.
Stein, did you see Captain America?
Me and my nephew are going tomorrow, I think, because I was out of town, so I couldn't see it last weekend. So I think we're either going tomorrow or Sunday to see it.
Did you see it, Yee?
I saw it last weekend.
I can't wait to hear Stein's thoughts on it.
Yeah, I want to hear. I don't want to say my opinion to influence
I'll
them or
wait.
anything like that. So.
Is it? Oh, so you're not going to tell me if you thought it was good or bad?
Well, I'll tell you.
I thought it was,
okay, here, how about this? Do you think that I will like it?
No.
No, I don't think you will.
Yeah.
Boo.
Yeah.
I could see you giving it like a 5 or 6 out of 10.
Mm.
Yeah.
Where it's almost passable, but then at the same time, there's something like just kind of fundamentally wrong.
Maybe I should do movie reviews. I used to have a list of all the movies that I've seen, and I'd seen like over like 1,000 movies. And maybe I should start doing movie reviews, like little clips of movie reviews. I should do that. I love movies, but not when they suck.
yeah, this one was it was pretty bad. So, all right, $30 raw for this one. Be on the lookout. Just came out, 1 in 25. At number 9, Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man issue number 1. The new animated series came out, and from what I hear, people like it. First appearance of the new character, the new animated Spider-Man character, and I don't know. Yeah.
I
What do you
watched
guys
the first few episodes and stuff
Yeah?
like that.
I haven't seen
It
them
was
yet.
pretty good. It's pretty good. I like it. I mean, I'm just waiting to see kind of like what it builds up to. Uh, I do like how it has that retro feel, like animation style, like you see here, but then like kind of has a modern twist of being more update to what's relevant nowadays.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is
I haven't
it
checked it out yet.
better than the old Spider-Man shows?
The one where the meme comes from, where all the Spider-Man are pointing at each other, or you're talking about the
after
90s?
that, and then in the late 90s, right? That
The
one-
Well,
90s
I mean, I grew up on the other one, so that was from like the 80s or whatever.
Yeah, so I mean,
And-
I feel like that was a valid question to ask first, right?
It is, because you wouldn't know that anyway. I know.
I
I'm
mean,
old, you're not.
no, I mean, obviously, I know what that is from the meme and
Yeah,
stuff like that, and I've
right.
seen a handful of episodes. I mean, I just didn't watch it, like, and
Right.
would remember, like, I remember clips of seeing it as a kid, or like even like the old Fantastic Four show where it's like, "Thing, do your thing."
I remember seeing the Morbius episode of the one in the 90s where he had the mouth on his hands and tripping out, thinking, "Oh my God, what am I?" Ugh. It just still creeps me out, man.
I like this twist to it, right? That it kind of tries to like combine like modern stories with like the retro feel to it, while still
Interesting.
kind of being its own thing, but still like familiar to people that like Spider-Man, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. We'll see.
Yeah.
$15 to $20 on this one. Not too bad. Not too shabby. For a
Nope.
book that came out in December. So, all right. At number 8, this one blew me away. Aliens Vampirella, issue number 1, the blank sketch cover, selling for a bunch of money.
Yeah, this one really blew me away too. I don't know if this thing is just, I don't know. I mean, it was like a $30 book, which, first of all, the fact that it was a $30 book blew me away. And now it's $100 to $110 book.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the most realistic cover, anyways. Because you can't take a picture of a vampire, and an alien can like camouflage itself. So
The alien's blocked by the sun. Yeah.
Shout out to Nick Barucci. He was on an episode of, I think, the Industry Show a few weeks ago, and we had on Locke Wen, who's also a card art guy. He does a lot of card art and he does a lot of sketch art. And he talked to Nick. I believe he told Nick how artists love the Dynamite blank sketch covers because for some reason, they're the best to draw on, I think.
the paper quality.
Yeah. So I don't know if that has something to do with it, which is interesting, but I would love to find out more. I don't know if they short printed this or what.
I bet that cardstock's heavier too, right? So like if you do like a lot of heavy inks and stuff like that, it doesn't just soak through the book.
Yes.
And
Yes.
or depending on what medium you use, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
But $100?
Yeah, that is crazy.
I mean, but there's always been historically certain blanks that people want or always repeatedly want to get their favorite characters on, that just sell out because not a lot of people ordered them.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, this one was nuts. We'll have to find out more. If anybody knows, let us know in the comments section.
Yep.
So, moving on to number 7 this week, Fantastic Four issue number 209. The first appearance of Herbie is on the list. Almost made the list the other week, but the trailer had just been announced, and I think it's probably seeing its highest sales this week, right? Especially in 9/8.
Yeah. the raws were kind of all over the place. You could find a raw, like just average grade copy for $15, $10, $15. But yeah, higher graded copies. Now these are not at all-time highs. So 9.8s are back up to 350, but I think they had reached like 500 before, so it's not all-time highs. But I would tend to say that most of probably the solid raw copies are not even there. Nobody has probably a really good raw copy anymore, I would think. But
yeah.
I could be wrong.
Oh, it's a cool character. I always loved the character. It was always kind of throwaway character, and it sounds like they're making it pretty cool for the movie. So I'm hoping that it's going to be good. But after Captain America, I don't know, man. I don't know. All right. Moving on to number 6 this week. DC Comics presents issue number 47, the first appearance of He-Man and Skeletor in the DC universe. And of course, with the news of the new He-Man movie being filmed, and we don't need. I mean, it sounds like they're already messing this one up pretty heavily. I'm hoping not, but He-Man fans deserve a really good shot at something on the big screen, and yeah, so He-Man stuff back getting hot again.
So when they had the writer's strike, did these writers just retire? Like, I feel like almost can these people not write a movie anymore? I don't understand what's going on.
Dude, I am right there with you. Swag made some really good comments about that the other day on a show we were on, where he said like he feels like these writers they're so disconnected from what fan bases want. They just have no clue. And the ones that really work are the ones where the writers are super fans, and it's been shown. X-Men '97, what Daniel Warren Johnson is doing with Transformers. He's taken an IP that was basically dead at IDW and turned it into the hottest IP in comics because he's a super fan and he knows how super fans know what people want to see, and just. So many people in Hollywood don't even care about source material anymore. So a perfect example is I'm hearing rumors that the new He-Man is just like the one in the 80s where He-Man's on Earth in New York and they come and find him to take him back to Eternia. We don't want that. Nobody wants that. What the hell? That's stupid. So,
is that what happened in the Netflix series?
I don't think so, but I could be wrong. I can't remember. That Netflix series was so bad. But what's very interesting about this...
all I was going to build up on that was that, if people aren't reading source material and they just kind of look back at what they saw last on, like a Netflix show, it's kind of like, oh, this is what people like. This is what they're going to be based on. And then kind of just, rebrand it, repackage it, and sell it.
Yeah.
I'm saying yes and no, so I don't know.
I love this book. I actually have I have a 9.6 that's gorgeous that I'm parting with, and I hope this book continues to go up because I want to sell my 9.6, but I'm not too my hopes aren't up very high for the movie, so we'll see how it comes out.
I hate this book because I would say pre-COVID. Yeah, I think pre-COVID, I bought a graded newsstand, and it was like an 8.5, and it was like dirt cheap, like $60 or something like that. And I bought it, and I have a press, and I will press books on occasion if I just feel like I can for some reason. And this one, when I cracked this one, and I pressed it myself, and it came back a 9.8. And then I got rid of it before, and then it jumped to a $2,000 book, and I did not.
I want to say Big Leg sold his newsstand 9.8 for like some ridiculous amount, dude. Some crazy amount just recently.
Oh, nice.
Like I don't know. $5,000. I don't know, some crazy amount.
Oh man, are you trying to kill me?
I know.
And
Right?
iron is not a press.
Well,
if used properly.
Here's what's interesting. Do you see this? Let me go ahead and show you this. Let's go StreamYard capture. Okay. Masters of the Universe, the very first comic. A lot of people don't know this, but the first comic appearance of He-Man came with He-Man, the figure, the mini comic, and this is the very first 9/8 ever graded.
Wow.
Yep. Shout out to Rupertsky on IG. Look at that.
That's
pretty
amazing.
Cool. Yeah.
That's a really good drawing of it.
Bruce Timm first ever comic work was in a mini comic for Masters of the Universe. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep. So yeah, love anything Motu. It's all great, all gravy to me. I remember as a kid when we moved from Nevada over to Phoenix. I was so big into He-Man at the time, and my aunt came to me, and right as we were getting to leave, she's like, "I got a present for you, Brian," and for the trip, and she hands me a present, and it was Buzz Off, the He-Man figure Buzz Off, and I was so geeked out, man. It's like one of those core memories built in my head, and I lost every single part of that figure, including the wings on the drive over.
On the drive home.
Yeah. So. Anyways,
Legend has it is still in the car seat.
Yeah. But $1,500 plus for 9/8 on directs of these is nice, very nice. So, moving on to number 5 this week, Geiger issue number 10, the second print Ash Arden cover, which is awesome. Gary Frank, new character, the quote unquote glowing women is what they're calling Ash Arden, and I like that name, Ash Arden. It's kind of like a 40s style movie star. But again, I love what Ghost Machine's doing. I love how they use that checker mark, old school DC checkerboard pattern, and basically every book on Ghost Machine. I can't get into Halo and Hornsby yet, but I like the way it looks, but I just can't get into it yet. But everything else is really good on Ghost Machine.
Nice. Did this come out just a couple weeks ago or something like that?
2 weeks ago, yeah.
Yeah. So it was like just cover price. Now it's up to like 15. So this one, I would say be on the lookout if it's still sitting on your LCS's shelf.
Oh man, what kind of comic book store are you going to where they have a LCS like chef and stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, I just eat some lunch and
get some lobster, drink a latte while shopping for comics, and
that's how I roll.
Okay.
Nice.
So, but it's a new rule of thumb for Geiger. If they have a second print, buy it ahead of time. I mean, because those old school books from the first series, like all those like 1 in 20 second prints or whatever, or sell for like crazy.
Yep, and it's building a really big fan base too. People are pretty rabid about that. It's Jeff Johns, Jeff Johns, Gary Frank, Jason Fabok. You gotta love that. So, all right, moving on to number 4 this week, Doom Academy issue number 1, the Lyrics Lee homage variant to the Opeña issue number 1 variant for Strange Academy, the Breakfast Club homage, and this cover is so damn good. I love it. If I would have been told that, we're going to homage the Opeña, I'd have been like, don't do it. But I love this cover. It's awesome.
Yeah, so this one's supposedly limited to 1,000. It's selling for about 50. It's about a $35 buy-in. You can still get this, as far as I could tell. So if you like this, don't pay $50 on eBay. Go get it from whoever's selling it.
Probably Art Germ's store. Maybe. I don't know. That would be my first guess to look.
Who because that's where Lyrics Lee's one of his students, right?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know exactly. what his
Um,
position is at Art Germ Studio
yeah,
School, whatever you want to call it, moneymaker,
yeah.
money
I mean, you
factory.
get, yeah, you guys know that I won't mention stores unless it's I'll mention Clutch, I'll mention Bird City, I'll mention a couple other ones, but that's about it. I don't mention stores who's selling these variants.
Stein can list it on one hand. Is that pretty close, actually? Of what stores you would give
that I
shout-outs
would
to?
that I would give shout outs to? Probably. Yeah, there's not many. There's not many. I think there's a right way to do it and a wrong way to do it, and I would say most of them do it the wrong way.
Well, I'll say this. Stein is 100% right there. And what we're finding out is that, you know, once we started seeing these big retailers sell pallets of their variants for cheap, and you can literally go on Whatnot and people would buy these pallets and sell their exclusives for dollars a pop, there's a big problem. And there's retailers out there, though, that realize this is a problem and have been doing their best to keep their print runs down, to not do every book that they jump on. So they're learning, but there's some out there that aren't learning, and it's gonna hit them, you know, right in the pocketbook if they continue to just overprint these things like crazy. And it's happening. So be very, very careful out there if you're a retailer.
And if you're a
good ones do it
retailer
right.
and you want sponsorship, you know, we charge you $100 per letter of your store name to say it out loud.
Yep. So, yeah.
No one has ever paid me a dime, not one dime, to ever mention their comics.
You can add me to that list too. So, Yee, you ever been paid a dime to mention their comic?
You know, every so often, like when they see me at cons and stuff like that, they're like, "Here you go. Here's your $1,000 that you asked for." So
Nice.
Go buy you whatever you want.
Yeah, go have fun at the con. And it's like,
Go get you a bad idea tattoo.
yeah, I know, right? So,
I will. I'll say names of the stores like Stein. I'll say names of the stores that I really like. And you guys, if you watch, you know, other shows and stuff we do, you'll hear us talk about certain stores all the time. And those are really good retailers. So,
you know, and it's not even necessarily that I'm promoting their product. It's really I'm rooting for the people. Is really more why I would even mention those people or those stores. I'm just rooting for their success, not because I like their specific variant, because I don't really buy those, but I'm rooting for those people.
Yep. I'm with you. All right. Moving on to the final 3 books of the night, ladies and gentlemen. Number 3, Nights, issue number 1 from Image in 2023. I had so many people asking me for this book on my live sale on eBay Live and whatnot last week, and I have none of these Nights book, but option news, it sounds like, huh?
I guess. I mean, okay, so this was like basically like a cover price book, and now it's $20 to $25, and there was a ton of sales, and I'm just not sure why. We've pretty much went down this path literally 500 times, and I maybe could count on one hand where it's ever panned out well for people spending 4x. I mean, if you just want the book, fine, buy it for whatever you want to. It just is weird. I don't understand why anybody, I mean, have we not learned from the past on these things? I don't know.
I mean, from that article that Brian pulled up just a second ago, it was saying that it's the same producers of Big Mouth and stuff like that. So I mean, that animation company has ties with Netflix, with Adult Swim, so you know they have the connections already there.
Yeah, I mean, but I mean, just think of everything that has been
options.
Yeah, even the shows that were good.
It doesn't do anything for books after the fact of
No.
when it's released and stuff like that.
No, I mean, not at all. I mean, there was some good movies, there were some good shows, and
Well, look at how much Mark Miller stuff has come out on Netflix, right? And then, I bet half of us haven't seen, at least a third of, or, maybe a quarter of what's been put out.
right.
And that's just through Netflix, right? And then you don't even hear it from other people in the communities. Like one show I brought up that I remember watching was like, oh, like it's a cool animated show. I have no idea if it's doing any justice to the comics. Was Super Crooks. I don't know if y'all read that Mark Miller comic or whatever, but the animation show that Netflix put out, I thought it was good. So
that's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, how much is this one selling for again?
Like 20 to 25. Man, you just said that, and I think that's the first time in months that I've heard you say how much is it selling for again. It kind of threw me there for a loop. I was like, oh, he does still say it.
So everyone has to drink now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we know.
That's funny. All right, here we go. Number 2 book of the week. Oh my gosh. Street Fighter Prime, issue number 0, the Ickpot Shadow Bride variant, which I am so mad that I didn't get one of these. I want one of these, and I give Ickpot so much shit. I laugh about Ickpot's proportions and make fun of him, on Saturday nights, but I freaking love this cover. This cover is awesome, and it's limited to what, 250, I think, which is perfect. Just a cool book.
Ickpot. Has anybody ever seen this Ickpot person?
No.
I'm pretty sure they found them on Fiverr. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they found them on Fiverr. So
let's see here. This is a great book. This is a variant. In the original, she's in a white wedding dress, which looks good, but it doesn't look as good as this one. This one with the dark background, the red background. She's a brunette instead of a blonde or brown hair, I think, in the original. It's so good, so good.
But the first original version, didn't that come out like months ago?
No, it just came out.
No, I know this one just came out, right?
No, the other one just came out too.
Oh, they were released at the same time? Because I guess they had different drops then for them, huh?
Maybe. Yeah. This one's selling for $170. Which again, I mean, I guess if you like old Ickpot.
I like this one enough to figure out a way. I will find one day. Ickpot also has this amazing Zombie Tramp book coming out. That's a good Zombie Tramp too.
That's absurd.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I mean, it's just absurd.
Mm-hmm. When's he gonna do a Jessica Rabbit cover already?
You want to see what's absurd? I'll show you one of the most absurd Ickpots.
I mean, I got no words.
Oh, I can't wait until there's Ickpot body pillows.
I mean, I feel like he just when he's doing his digital drawings or whatever, that he just gets stuck on the up area, to make the image bigger, that section bigger. Like he just gets stuck and he just keeps hitting it over and over and over again, and then forgets about it. It's just weird. It's very strange to me, but
yeah, you can still get the originals, by the way, for $20 a piece. So at of the original of this, so
Udon.
Yep. All right. And number one this week, where's Joe when you need him? Magic issue number 1, the J. Scott Campbell second print version, 1 in 25, with the badass background.
Mama.
You didn't say it is good.
I tried.
Yeah, you can't.
You can't replicate like something
the
that's so good
OG.
already in the first place. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, so what? That was my half-ass attempt.
Yeah. So I'll be honest, and I'm always honest with you guys. This was a slow week. It was not a great week for books that were going up this week. I even was looking back at last week, and they weren't that great last week either. So it would have probably been, even though we didn't even do it last week, it probably would have been a rough list last week too. But this one's decent. I mean, it is gonna it's selling for 60 to 70. I would say there's a lot of the magic. I mean, I think Magic's kind of like Zatanna and Power Girl. There's a lot of really good covers.
Yeah, it's hard to draw it bad. So,
yeah. So
Poison Ivy.
I feel like they can milk that cow pretty good on this one. But
I mean, this is like the third version of this cover. So
yeah.
Or fourth? Yeah. Is it the third or fourth?
Because like there's so many variants for issue number 1, it's unreal. There's probably like 10.
The Virgin.
Then there's the J. Oh, there's a Virgin. Then there's the J. Scott Campbell Stork one. Or there's like 2 versions, right? Is this the 5th version of this? Who's collecting the rainbow? Who's collecting the rainbow? Joe, where are you? I need answers about J. Scott Campbell.
So not too bad. It was a decent week. It wasn't anything crazy. I think sometimes you have those off weeks, and considering everything that comics has been going through the past couple months, I have a feeling it could continue for the next year or so. But we'll see. Let's hope that the movies get better, distribution gets better, writers get better, artists are killing it. I think for the most part, artists are on point, but there's some lacking in the writing area. But
yep,
we're crossing our fingers on this one for sure. So
our plan is to buy the title Free Comic Book Day, right? Just the ultimate goal.
Yeah.
So we can say this show brought to you by Free Comic Book Day.
Hey, you never know.
Free Comic Book Day that is not allowed to have a first appearance, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, so Sai could be definitely in charge of that.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious. Rule number 1: no first appearances in Free Comic Book Day.
Yeah. You can't show any brand new characters in any of your books.
Yeah,
like. Has to be a post-mortem situation.
This is very interesting. Heroes Reborn says not one Mark Spears book in the top 10 this week. You are correct. That is very interesting. Not a top 10 for Mark Spears. Mark Spears is he's busy getting ready for Spawn 77, ladies and gentlemen. So all I can say is it's going to be awesome.
Don't lie to these people. His last check bounced, so
yeah. Yeah. No, Mark is going to be killing it this year. So, but that being said, what do you say, Stein?
See you.
All right, starting off, our Golden Age honorable mention, Popular Detective issue number 13, The Pulp from 1935. A CGC 6.0 sold for $7,200 on this one. Holy moly. Pulp fans are ecstatic on some of these sales. If you got some high-grade pulps, you might want to look at grading them. Next, our regular honorable mention this week, Fantastic Four, issue number 10 from 2019, the Bill Sienkiewicz 1 in 25 Herbie variant. Raw is selling for $40 plus on the heat of the recent trailer teaser where we're going to see Herbie in the movie. Cool character. At number 10 this week, Daredevil, Unleash Hell, issue number 2, the Red Band, Declan Shelby, 1 in 25. Muse is supposedly going to be the breakout character in the new TV show, and it sounds like he's going to be a great character. This book is selling for a decent amount, $40 or $30 plus for the new ratio out this week. Be on the lookout for those first appearances of Muse and first cover appearance. Those are hot as well. At number 9, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man issue number 1. The new animated series is pushing this book up to raw sales of $15 to $20. And seems like there's quite a bit of these out there. So maybe take a look at your local comic shop and see if you can get some for cheap and flip them. At number 8, this one blew us all away. Aliens Vampirella issue number 1, specifically the blank sketch cover, was selling for $35, which is a lot for a sketch cover, but now it's jumped up to $100 to $110 plus, which is crazy. Is it because of the quality material? Shout out to Nick Barucci and Dynamite Comics for these great cardstock covers. And if you're a sketch cover artist and you do a lot of work on sketch covers, let us know why this one is selling for so much. At number 7, more Herbie speculation. Fantastic Four, issue number 209. First appearance of Herbie. CGCs are back up to $350 plus, a little bit lower than their all-time high. This book was selling for $500 plus in 9/8 a few years ago. At number 6, DC Comics presents issue number 47, first appearance of He-Man and Skeletor in the DC universe. And with the new movie rumors being talked about and castings, this book is back up to a $1,500 plus CGC 9/8 and a super cool nostalgia hit for a lot of us who grew up in the 80s right here. At number 5, Geiger issue number 10, the second print, Ash Arden cover by Gary Frank. This book is selling for $15 plus raw, and go see if you can grab a few. This could be a good spec play in the future. Shout out to all the Ghost Machine fans. Jeff John's killing it over there. At number 4, Doom Academy, issue number 1, the Lyrics Lee Breakfast Club homage variant, homaging the Opeña Breakfast Club homage variant for Strange Academy number 1. Both great covers. This one supposedly limited to 1,000, maybe even less. Yeah, go check it out. Do a nice little search, and you might be able to find getting one for cheaper than it's selling for on eBay, which it's selling right now for $50 plus. At number 3, Nights, issue number 1, a series from Image Comics in 2023, a horror series that has been announced to be getting an animation series coming soon. Has shot this book up to a $20 to $25 raw book. So be on the lookout for this one in your LCS. At number 2, Street Fighter Prime, issue number 0, the Inkpot Shadow Bride variant, limited to $250. This was an online store exclusive at Udon, sold out very quickly, and it is awesome. This one's selling for a pretty decent amount on the secondary market, $170 plus. And at number 1, Magic issue number 1, the JSC second print version, 1 in 25, seeing sales of $60 to $70 raw. Just came out this week, and that is one killer cover by JSC. Shout out to Redhood. Mama! That is the House of Stein Hot 10 list for the week of February 21st, 2025. Make sure to hang out with us every Friday night here on the House of Stein. We'll see you later. Adios.